26 5 to 5. Using the driving support systems. The system can detect the following: vehicles, bicyclists, pedestrians. 5 to 5. Using the driving support systems. 227. Pre-collision warning. When the system determines that the possibility of a frontal collision is high, a buzzer will sound and a warning message will be displayed on the multi-information display to urge the driver to take evasive action. Pre-collision brake assist. When the system determines that the possibility of a frontal collision is high, the system applies greater braking force in relation to how strongly the brake pedal is depressed. Pre-collision braking. If the system determines that the possibility of a frontal collision is extremely high, the brakes are automatically applied to help avoid the collision or reduce the impact of the collision. 2285-5. Using the driving support systems. Warning. Limitations of the pre-collision system. The driver is solely responsible for safe driving. Always drive safely, taking care to observe your surroundings. Do not use the pre-collision system instead of normal braking operations under any circumstances. This system will not prevent collisions or lessen collision damage or injury in every situation. Do not overly rely on this system. Failure to do so may lead to an accident, resulting in death or serious injury. Although this system is designed to help avoid a collision or help reduce the impact of the collision, its effectiveness may change according to various conditions. Therefore, the system may not always be able to achieve the same level of performance. Read the following conditions carefully. Do not overly rely on this system and always drive carefully. Conditions under which the system may operate even if there is no possibility of a collision. Conditions under which the system may not operate properly. Do not attempt to test the operation of the pre-collision system yourself. Depending on the objects used for testing dummies, cardboard objects imitating detectable objects, etc., the system may not operate properly, possibly leading to an accident. Pre-collision braking. When the pre-collision braking function is operating, a large amount of braking force will be applied. If the vehicle is stopped by the operation of the pre-collision braking function, the pre-collision braking function operation will be cancelled after approximately 2 seconds. Depress the brake pedal as necessary. The pre-collision braking function may not operate if certain operations are performed by the driver. If the accelerator pedal is being depressed strongly or the steering wheel is being turned, the system may determine that the driver is taking evasive action and possibly prevent the pre-collision braking function from operating. In some situations, while the pre-collision braking function is operating, operation of the function may be cancelled if the accelerator pedal is depressed strongly or the steering wheel is turned, and the system determines that the driver is taking evasive action. If the brake pedal is being depressed, the system may determine that the driver is taking evasive action, and possibly delay the operation timing of the pre-collision braking function. 5 to 5. Using the driving support systems. 229. Warning. When to disable the pre-collision system. In the following situations, disable the system as it may not operate properly, possibly leading to an accident resulting in death or serious injury. When the vehicle is being towed. When your vehicle is towing another vehicle. When transporting the vehicle via truck, boat, train or similar means of transportation. When the vehicle is raised on a lift with the fuel cell system on and the tires are allowed to rotate freely. When inspecting the vehicle using a drum tester such as a chassis dynamometer or speedometer tester, or when using an on-vehicle wheeled ball answer. When a strong impact is applied to the front bumper or front grille, due to an accident or other reasons. If the vehicle cannot be driven in a stable manner, such as when the vehicle has been in an accident or is malfunctioning. When the vehicle is driven in a sporty manner or off-road. When the tires are not properly inflated. When the tires are very worn. When tires of a size other than specified are installed. When tire chains are installed. When a compact spare tire or an emergency tire puncture repair kit is used. If equipment snow plow, etc., that may obstruct the radar sensor or front camera is temporarily installed to the vehicle. 235 to 5. Using the driving support systems. Enabling/disabling the pre-collision system. The pre-collision system can be enabled/disabled on of the multi-information display. The system is automatically enabled each time the power switches. Turn to on mode. Press or of the meter control switches, and select. Press or of the meter control switches, select and press to select the desired setting on/off. If the system is disabled, the PCS warning light will turn on and a message will be displayed on the multi-information display. 5 to 5, using the driving support systems 231. Changing the pre-collision warning timing. The pre-collision warning timing can be changed on of the multi-information display. Press or of the meter control switches, and select. Press or of the meter control switches, select and press to select the desired setting. Early middle. This is the default setting. Late. The warning timing setting is retained when the power switch is turned off. However, if the pre-colliation system is disabled and re-enabled, the operation timing will return to the default setting mid-idly. 232 5 to 5. Using the driving support systems. Operational conditions. The pre-collision system is enabled and the system determines that the possibility of a frontal collision with a detected object is high. Each function is operational at the following speed. Pre-collision warning. Detectable objects. Vehicle speed. Relative speed between your vehicle and object. Vehicles approximate 7 to mph. To 1 km per hour, approximate 7 to mph. To 1 km per hour. Bicyclists and pedestrians approximate 7 to 50 miles per hour. To km/h, approximate 7 to 50 miles per hour. To km/h. Pre-collision brake assist. Detectable objects. Vehicle speed. Relative speed between your vehicle and object. Vehicles approximate 20 to mph. To 1 km per hour, approximate 20 to mph. To 1 km per hour. Bicyclists and pedestrians approximate 20 to 50 miles per hour. To km/h, approximate 20 to 50 miles per hour. To km/h. Pre-collision braking. Detectable objects. Vehicle speed. Relative speed between your vehicle and object. Vehicles approximate 7 to mph. To 1 km per hour, approximate 7 to mph. To 1 km per hour. Bicyclists and pedestrians approximate 7 to 50 miles per hour. To km/h, approximate 7 to 50 miles per hour. To km/h. The system may not operate in the following situations. If a 12-volt battery terminal has been disconnected and reconnected and then the vehicle has not been driven for a certain amount of time. If the shift position is in R. When the VSC off indicator is illuminated, only the pre-collision warning function will be operational. 5 to 5, using the driving support systems 233. Object detection function. The system detects objects based on their size, profile, motion, etc. However, an object may not be detected depending on the surrounding brightness and the motion, posture, and angle of the detected object, preventing the system from operating properly. The illustration shows an image of detectable objects. Cancellation of the pre-collision braking. If either of the following occur while the pre-collision braking function is operating, it will be cancelled. The accelerator pedal is depressed strongly. The steering wheel is turned sharply or abruptly. Conditions under which the system may operate even if there is no possibility of a collision. In some situations such as the following, the system may determine that there is a possibility of a frontal collision and operate. When passing a detectable object, etc. When changing lanes while overtaking a detectable object, etc. When approaching a detectable object in an adjacent lane or on the roadside, such as when changing the course of travel or driving on a wind-ing road. When rapidly closing on a detectable object, etc. When approaching objects on the roadside, such as detectable objects, guardrails, utility poles, trees, or walls. When there is a detectable object or